Welcome to 123 Process Management. Our goals in this lesson are to manage the processes and the files that launch them and recognize and terminate suspicious processes. Now, you might be asking, is it processes or processes? I didn't know either, so I looked it up. And then you do this,
Process.
and it just says process, but then it says, what is the plural of process? That is with a short E, just like dresses and stresses and tresses. Okay, so processes. Ugh. Okay, that was important. Moving on. Data as processes. I'm gonna hate that word. As stated in previous, processes are executable application files that run in the operating system, written in a variety of programming languages. Malware is delivered and is an executable file that is user unknowingly runs. So you got these processes last time. We were looking through those, and I think we could see a bunch in like the services, I think. And then we were talking about like, oh, the malware would run something there, and then we could like disable things. The script files such as welcome are executable files that started a process. Remember that? Oh, okay. I got a student that came in. I'm going to do Zoom at the same time. Welcome. Okay. Hold on. All right. We had welcome. You remember it ran it, and then like it was one of the script files, like a .bat or something, and then it ran the process. So you'll learn to recognize and manage suspicious files and their processes in this one. So Windows operating system, two major categories. You got system processes and user processes. The system processes are the ones the operating system executes. User ones are run by users. Okay, so we've got stuff to the system and then stuff by users. We launched the lab. Is it open yet? Yay. All right. Do the following steps to start three processes. Launch File Explorer. Use the desktop icon to launch Chrome, and from the start pad, type the first few letters of Notepad and launch Notepad. Okay, File Explorer, Chrome, Notepad. So File Explorer, click the folder, left click, boom. Chrome, left click, boom. And then we want to open Notepad. So you can do this, start typing Notepad. Boom, and left click it, and there, I got three things open. If you want to see them all, great. You kind of see them right here. Okay, cool. To observe the three processes that you just started, right-click the taskbar at the bottom of your desktop, and then select Task Manager. Okay, Task Manager right there. Okay, I'm going to pause. To observe the three processes. Okay, so right-click for Task Manager, right? Okay, so you just right-click anywhere in the blue bar, and go to Task Manager. Boom. It'll open up your Task Manager. Some of you might, you can hit Control-Alt-Delete to get that too. But that's probably easier. Okay, synonymous, blah, blah, blah. Okay, explore some features of the Task Manager. On the Processes tab, you'll see 4 user processes under Apps. Note the Task Manager itself is a process listed here. You launched it, so it's a user process. Okay, so if I launch it, it's a user. I'm guessing if the system, it's a system process. Okay. Below the Apps section, there's system processes in 2 categories, background and Windows. Let's look at this. Okay, so you'll see this. Now, you might have, this is important. Like sometimes there's a program on your computer that's kind of hanging and it won't stop, it won't close correctly and it gets frozen. A lot of times you can kill that program through the Task Manager. So this is useful in real life too. So if you have something that's not closing, you try to keep clicking that X, it's not working, open up Task Manager and you can actually do this and hit End Task. So I'm sure Chrome, End Task, boom, Chrome stops. So it's kind of like a way that always works just to end things if they're not ending themselves. So, okay, here's the things I'm running. Here's some things running in the background. Wow, there's a lot of things in the background, right? Why does Google Chrome have so many things? That's Google for you. They want to find out. They want to find everything. And then there's some Windows processes, a lot of weird stuff. Right? A lot of stuff going on here. What else was I supposed to check? Below the apps, there's a system. Okay. Click the Users tab and notice there's only one user. You're that user. Okay, so this is processes. That's usually what I look at. This stuff I'm running. Users, I'm the only one. I'm administrator on here. Oh, look, and if you do that caret, I just played around. I bet this is everything that I have opened. Why does Chrome have that many things? Come on, Google. Get your act together. No, click the Performance tab to observe some graphs. So you have your CPU and the memory. CPU, Central Processing Unit, is the brains of your computer, your processor. And RAM, memory, is kind of like as where that processor stores temporary stuff as you run programs. So if we go to Performance right here, CPU. So these are kind of, in simple, a way to like see how much your system, how many things are running. So if you have a lot of things running on your computers, usually like the CPU runtime and the memory will get clogged up here. So, and if you hit, so memory, I'm using 30, I have 4 gigs of memory on this virtual machine. I'm using 30% of that, 31%. If this gets up to like 100% or really close, your computer's going to be super slow. Because basically, programs need like this memory, this RAM, as a place to store like temporary stuff. And if they don't have access to store this stuff, because there's too many other things running at once and they're all using it, it slows everything down. Same thing with CPUs. That's your processor kind of running the programs. If there's too many things running at once, right now, you don't see it going crazy. I don't know what this activity does, but if I close Chrome, see I had a little uptick right there? Watch, if I open Chrome, okay, notice, boom, spiked right there. So if I'm kind of sitting here idle, I think the CPU shouldn't be doing too much. It's just the background process is running. You might see spikes here and there. I don't know. I mean, sometimes stuff is updating or running in the background. But when you open a new program, you'll see these spikes. And then after a while, maybe every time I start moving, you start doing this. I don't know. That probably, when you switch like this, it probably has to run a few little things here and there. But there you go. Okay. With the CPU indicators showing, open a browser and visit one of your favorite websites. When the page finishes loading, what happened to the CPU usage? Okay, usage. So I was kind of demonstrating that. So let's see. What's my favorite website? www. Let's see. Oh, it's John Smith Subs. So I'm just going to go John Smith Subs. John Smith Subs. Absolutely. What? I can't even go to it? That's like the best sandwich shop in the world. And Tuesday is free for Medium Friday. And that's today right now. So I'm going. But okay. But notice as soon as I start like doing things on here, this starts going crazy. Go to the one in Palmdale. It's great there. Yeah, exactly. Starts doing stuff. Okay. If you know you're not running any processes, any user processes, but you see a similar spike in CPU performance, what might you suspect? So, do I have to answer this? So what might happen? Task manager having problems? Maybe some process. So what could be happening? If you're not running anything, but it's going crazy. It could be like your computer maybe is running something else in the background. Maybe some process, like it's doing some updates of something in the background. Or maybe sometimes it could be something bad's in the background running. Or it could be like, Windows runs updates. Windows like downloads updates automatically, right? So there's times like you might have noticed like your computer just gets slow. Like this happens for me. It's like, especially school computers. You come back after a weekend or a long break and like, why are they slow today? Oh, they're getting all the updates. And then every system at the school is doing updates at the same time. And then all of a sudden it says, hey, we need to restart. You're like, oh, that's why. So it could be something got hung up too. Okay, so is that the only one that's right? Wasn't this right too? Okay, they all are right. So it could be unknown process. It could be just, or task managers having issues. A process is hung. No, okay. This doesn't mean a process is hung. Okay. Your computer needs another CPU. No, you're probably fine. So it could be there's task manager issues or some unknown process. Could be malware. Shortcuts in application files. Processes are created from application files. You have started processes using taskbars. I started the Google, the File Explorer, and Notepad. So when you open those applications, it started a process, all right? But you haven't looked at the actual application files to launch them. If something new appears to your computer, you may want to find out where the application file resides and validate it. Okay. Oh, I think this is, I remember this. I don't even know if this is going to work. AVG Business Security. Like in previous years, this would always say, oh, it's expired. Okay. Find the application. So to find, first locate this desktop. To find the application file of a desktop shortcut. Oh, okay. So I don't want to open it. So there's the icon, right? Right-click the desktop icon and select Properties. So you want to find out where the application file resides. So maybe, hey, this AVG Business Security, is this legit? So we're looking it up. So right-click it, select Properties. Property windows opens. The target value of the shortcut tab tells you where the application resides. So you right-click this and go to, what's AVG Business? Go to Properties. This says, hey, it's in Program Files, AVG, Antivirus, and this .exe file. Okay, cool. What's the full path? Yep, that's it. Use Open File Location and navigate to the folder that contains the executable file. Check View. Okay. Open File Location. Oh, that's kind of convenient. And then it pops up a new Explorer window, and it's right in here. Cool. I'll right-click the executable file. Oh, check View File Extensions. So to make sure we see them. Oh, we do see file name extensions. I'm going to check it. So I see it. I hate that this is not pinned. Okay, now it's pinned. I mean, I don't play that game. I don't like that. I don't like that it hides automatically. Right-click the executable and bring up Properties. Explore the Digital Signature tab. Select the first signature and explore its details. Okay, so right-click. Go to Properties. avgui.exe. And then, a lot of stuff going on here. So I want to select the first explore the Digital Signatures tab. And then this is the signature. And then explore its details. Use View Certificate to learn about the application's identification certificate. So application, so this is one thing, how do you tell if something's legit? One way, I can name a file anything. I can name it important Microsoft file.exe. And is it a Microsoft file? I don't know. But digital signatures are a way to validate things. So I check the details here, and it's through the certificate. So what's neat with certificates is there's organizations that actually control these things. I think that's the way it works. Yeah, these issued by certain signing agencies that validate, and then it's known which ones are, if something's legit or not, and that's why you know something is okay. I think that's how this works. To learn about the application certificate information, who are the certificates issued to and issued by? So it's issued to the company AVG Technologies USA Inc., issued by DigiCert, signed ID code, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you see all the information. Compare these details to the details of the second certificate. There's a second certificate? There was only one certificate. Wait. second certificate. So you get some more details about that. Where's the second certificate? Hold on. I'm going to pause this. All right, I'm not realizing what the second certificate is, but if you don't know if this is legit, this DigiCert SHA-2, DigiCert SHA-2, I think. So you can look up what DigiCert is, and you know, sometimes you like search up the name, is this legit? And you search some more, you can find out, yes, this is legit kind of stuff. AVG Technologies is a legit company. Search it up. And there's supposed to be another certificate to compare it to, according to this lesson, but I don't see it. I don't understand what the problem is. My teacher shortcuts right here. I'm supposed to say, you're supposed to, okay, we found out the issued to and issued by, right? And I'm supposed to say, I do trust this application. Signatures are consistent and seem to be valid. A quick web search of the issued name can further validate the issuer. Yeah, application is trusted because a trusted certificate authority has validated the application and resides in your computer. All right, so let's get into the technical stuff of this class, right? You have, it's validated. There's ways to ensure that these certificates are validated. This is a real company, blah, blah, blah. All right, dismiss the windows. Okay. Do I have to dismiss everything? Hopefully, close everything. There's too many things open. I started playing around with stuff. Okay. So to find the application file of a taskbar item, right-click the item on the taskbar, example, Google Chrome, and then go to Properties. What's the full path? Okay, so, hey, you can also do it, not just icons here. You can do Chrome. And then, what do we have to do? Right-click Google Chrome item and select Properties. Okay, so you can right-click, then right-click, and then hit Properties. Okay, so I'm opening up Chrome. I could have just right-clicked right here. Same thing. Okay, so now what do we do? We go to the target value tells you. And then we want to go, what is the full path, the executable? Boom, target right here. It's right up there. Is that correct? You bet it is. Open file location. Navigate to the folder that contains the executable. And we're going to do Chrome's digital signature. Same thing. So open the file location, right-click Chrome EXE. And then we can check its digital signatures. It's only got one as well. Well, these are all implying there's two. Okay, digital signature is okay. I mean, Windows has valid. So some of this is like Windows validates these signatures too. Like your Windows operating system says, oh, this is a good signature. And there's a certificate of authentication for it. And there's more details in here. How does Windows verify this? Looking at some of these details, that's beyond right now. But issued to Google, issued by DigiCert again. So who issued Chrome's certificate? What does it indicate? It's also, same company, issuer statement. What does the issuer statement do? Oh, well, okay. Can't even look it up. I bet you could look it up on a real website. So dismiss the various windows. Okay. So, oh no, we have a start menu item. Okay, we just did that for Chrome. Just showing you how to do this, folks. Now, what a start menu item. Find Notepad in the start menu under Windows Accessories. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing for this. Okay, so boom. Windows Accessories. So we just go down here. Where's Notepad? N for Notepad. Is Notepad on here? How does it say I should do it? I hate these different. In the Start menu, under Windows Accessories. Okay. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. Look, people at home, I don't use this task manager. This is that new one. Windows keeps trying to push stuff like this out. I can't find stuff. Put it in alphabetical order. Like, organizing it into all these different things doesn't help me find Notepad. Right-click it. Open file location? Sure. That's what it wants us to do. Explore its properties. Where does the Notepad executable application reside? It resides in here. Oh. Was that the actual? Okay, hold on. This is a shortcut, not the actual. Explore its properties. Where does the Notepad executable go? All right, they'll tell you this. If I did this one's properties. Oh, okay. So it's going to say Windows dir, and it's going to do this. That's a variable. Value can change depending on the application's environment. So it's saying, hey, put in System32 Notepad exe. But it might not be a C drive all the time. Use the open file location to navigate to the folder. It contains the actual executable file. Okay. Open file location. Jeez, this has been a lot of clicking around. Okay, Notepad exe. I assume I click properties, right? Where does it reside? There, System32. Explore Notepad's properties. While this application does not have a digital signature, the Details panel validates the product version, name, copyright, indicating it's part of Windows. So it does not have a signature, but you go to Details, because this is like built in to Windows. It says, yeah, this is legit, blah, 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 kind of stuff. All right. Wow, that's a lot there. Process ownership. You can learn a lot about what's happening on a computer by observing the processes that are running on it. You can also learn about who is running a process on your computer and whether or not they are valid users of the computer. If necessary, in File Explorer, navigate to the target location for the Notepad application. Okay, who is running a process? Man, there's been a lot of stuff today. If necessary, in the File Explorer, navigate to the target location for the Notepad application. Recall that this is where the executable resides. Not that this... I gotta go back. I should have closed. Oh. Oh, wait, did I close it? Oh, yes, I didn't. Here it is. Thank God. Okay, we're here, right? Add the owner column to File Explorer. Who is the owner of Notepad? So remember from last time, we go up here, right-click. You can go to More, and we can add Owner. Owner. Boom. Who's the owner? Trusted installer. Oh. Using the application file, launch, right-click, open, Notepad. Necessary task manager. So we can open it or just double-click it. Then let's open up Task Manager again. So you can right-click, go to Task Manager. And check the Details tab. Then we can go to Notepad. And how do I see the details? Who is the owner of the Notepad process? So I can see the user. How do I see the owner? I can see the user. Maybe that's what they mean. Yeah, the user. You launch the application. Okay, so that's how you see who owns a process. Okay, because I started it. So administrator is me. Okay, so that's what they mean. Okay. File ownership and process ownership are not necessarily the same, right? So, hey, Windows owns that file. That's like who created it. But I created that process because I opened it. Notepad, which created the Notepad process. Okay. All right. That makes sense now. Oh. In Task Manager, click the username column heading by sorting the entries by username. All user processes, such as Notepad and Task Manager, should show your username administrator. So you can sort by process. So everything that I have run, I have opened is all this stuff. Boom, 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 right? So including Notepad and Task Manager. Well, Task Manager's this thing. Notepad's open. And then Explorer window, because I got an Explorer window still open, right? Now there's a few other things open in there too, right? Who owns the various system processes? Okay, so there's a bunch of different ones. Network service, system, a lot of different things here. System process owners are DWM2, DWM1, local service, network service system, and default app pool. Okay. And there was more than that. If you saw a process with the username unknown or a strange random name such as this, what might I expect? So if I saw that, it said unknown user, or it was kind of random, what would I say that is? Maybe, possibly malware. Although to me right now, I mean, DWM looks just as random. Desktop Windows Manager. Maybe that's legit. I don't know. Like, so this is one of those things like, hey, you're new to this. Would you know what's legit and what's not? Like, of course I would, if I was a malware, I'm not going to say, hey, I'm a malware. I'm a bad guy. I'm going to say, yes, this is Microsoft Windows Manager. Yes. Both file and process ownership can indicate malware. If you see a process or file that is owned by an unknown or strange user, you can be suspicious. So yeah, I think part of this, and the challenge, you do this professionally, it's like, well, what's unknown and what's strange, right? What's unknown to me might be a known process because I don't know them all, right? There's a lot of things running. Killing processes. Sometimes what happens if you suspect a running process is malicious, you just have the ability to end. Sometimes we say kill a process. But in doing so, you must take great care. Some processes are always required by the operating system. So yeah, if you kill a process that's good, it might just crash the operating system. Now, that just means you probably have to restart your computer. It's not going to melt it. You got to restart. All right. I'm going to pause for now. Continuing, killing processes. So what happens if you suspect a running process is malicious? You have the ability to stop. Oh, we talked about that. That's right. Sorry, I got distracted. Launch PowerShell. So I'm going to close everything out. Ooh, I need more time. Launch PowerShell. PowerShell is this one right here. It's the blue one. All right. Oh, and if they're not already running, Notepad and Task Manager. Okay. So, Notepad. Let's type Notepad again. Oh, wait. Why is it not typing? Oh, of course. Hold on. Okay. Back to work. Sorry about that. Killing a process. I opened up those things. In the process, in the Task Manager, on the Processes tab, note the processes are separated into apps, background, windows, and those categories. Apps, background, windows. Yep, we did those categories. That's okay. Note that it can disguise itself as any process. So malware could be anything. Click the Details tab and click the Name column to sort the processes by name. Name. Perfect. All right. You should see the process you started, PowerShell and Notepad. So you should see PowerShell on here and then Notepad's on here. Boom and boom. Oh, they're next to each other. That's nice. I'll see processes that are unfamiliar. For example, description, host, console, window, host, process. So a lot of things on here you might not know, but doesn't mean they're bad. And it's good to become familiar with the processes. If you did this as a career, you'd say right now you might be like, what is LSAS? But then you do this for a while and you might be like, oh, that's legit. You can kill a process or end it. Details tab, find the process, right-click and say end task. So details, I can go to PowerShell and right-click it and just say end task. Do you want to end it? Yes. That's a good way I was talking earlier, like if you have a random program that is just hung up and you need to kill the process. That's a good way to do that. Killer and notepad. Now, you could do it straight through here, right-click and go end task. I would have done it on this process list. It's the same thing. Are not easy to kill. Launch a Chrome browser and minimize the window. Okay, so let's launch a Chrome browser and let's minimize it right now. Task Manager's Detail tab, notice that Chrome starts a number of Chrome. So if you did this, Chrome has a lot of things going on. So you're like, what? To help improve, this help improves the user experience. It also helps them collect data on you. Google owns you. Titled PID, this stands for Process ID and is used for operating system to identify all processes. One of the Chrome XE processes owns all the rest. Okay, so one's a parent process, and then you have child processes. So you notice this process ID, right? So that's one way, like one of those is parent and child. Malware is often hidden as the child process is launched by a parent. You need to be able to manage child processes to track down malware. Structure of this is known as the process tree. This will be a big part of this class. I don't know how deep we get in today. You cannot find parent process IDs using Task Manager, so relaunch PowerShell. Yep, you won't see parents, but we will see it in here. The parent PPID is tricky to find and requires the use of the command WMIC. So this is how we're going to do this. We go WMIC. I can't type. Oh, man. All right. WMIC takes to WMIC. I need to do process get name. Okay, so I go process.get parent process ID and process ID. Okay, so I do all this. You'll see the parent process ID for all processes, including Chrome. One of the Chrome PP IDs is new ID, is unique. The others are all the same. This indicates that the unique Chrome process, the parent, launched all of them. What process launched the first Chrome process? Make note of the unique PP ID and check, and then find it in Task Manager. Okay, so here's what's going on. You see all the Chrome ones? Got them right here. I'm going to highlight all these right here. So notice the parent IDs. This first one's parent ID is 2260, and then this parent is 2260, but its process number is 4084. Notice the other 6 all have a parent of 4084. So this one's like the parent. And these are all like the baby processes, children. Now, and then this is their IDs, right? So this one, 4084 is the big bad one. Now, who created this? 2260. I don't know. I bet it's on here somewhere. Is it on here? Kind of curious. Yeah, who created it? Explorer created it. Explorer is like Windows Explorer. Like that's like kind of like your base program that runs all this stuff. Who created Explorer? 2804. I'm kind of curious. Is 2804 even on here? Like, who was the first one? I don't see it on there. I don't know. Okay, so it's 4084, right? So blah blah. Explorer. Who launched the first? Explorer did. All right, good. So review how a process are assigned. So we got a PowerShell process ID and its parent. I hate how these are in different orders in here. This was flipped last time, right? Because the process ID, process ID, and then the parents. So you got a parent one, and then it's got ones below it. So, there can be, and it's kind of like a folder system. It's like which folders and subfolders. So you got a process, a child process, and even the child has childs. Cool. Kill some Chrome process. First, kill a Chrome that is not the parent ID. So let's kill one. We got our details. Let's kill one that's not the parent. That's not the parent. I'll end it. That didn't kill it all, right? It only killed one of these. Now, notice the other ones remain. Next, kill the process that is the parent. That'd be 4084. Let's end this one. What happened? They're all gone now. Ah. You need to take care when you kill a process, don't kill Explorer. What would happen if I kill Explorer? Let's find out. You don't... Okay, cool. And now nothing works. I destroyed Project Lead the Way. Yeah. You basically have to restart your computer at this point if you did this at home. Did it at home. Probably not a good call. That's it. Hope you do this quiz. I showed you the answers. I don't know. I'm done. Peace.